G'day guys, Aussie Chris back again for another brew day. Today we are going to be doing a XPA. If you don't know what that is, it's just an extra pale ale, so a much lighter pale ale than your regular pale ale. So lower colour, I guess, closer to a wheat beer, but not quite that white. Okay. So I'm doing a bit of a dip change up today. I'm not going to do an all grain. I'm going to do a extract style beer, but I'm going to be using the Morgan's Master Malt. It's the extra pale version. It is basically malt extract liquid, but it's been unhopped. So the beauty of that is I can still make the beer how I like it without, not capitalizing on someone else's variation of a particular beer. So that's good. So we're starting off with this. We've got two cans of that. Going to boost it up with a bit of light dry malt just to give it a bit more alcohol content. I'm going to do a 23 litre batch. It should come out around 5%. Being that I am not doing all grain, the efficiency I would assume would be a bit higher, so potentially it could be over 5% alcohol. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be using Australian and New Zealand hops in it. I figured I'm going to steer away from the old American style beer, American pale ale, so I'm going to be using Enigma hops, and that's backwards, obviously you can see that. Enigma hops and summer hops. I don't know if anyone's heard of these, but the summer hops, I got them from my local. Apparently they're about to sell out. He's like, oh, you should come back get some more if you like them. These have a low alpha acid, so they're more of an aroma hop, whereas the Enigmas are quite a high alpha acid. They're 15.9% alpha acid, so that should be, that's where I'm going to get all my bittering from. And I'm going to dry hop with these New Zealand ones. Now I can't really pronounce it. I think it's Motukia. Anyway, you can kind of read that. It's kind of backwards, but of course. And good old Sapphire US05. So I am using a US yeast. It's just a good yeast. It's got a real high attenuation rate. So, you're definitely going to convert most of your sugars to alcohol. So let's get stuck into it. Just so you know, because it's not pre-hopped goop, you still have to do a boil to obviously get your bittering happening. So I'm still going to do a boil. However, being that it's already pre-kettled extract, I'm going to only boil for 30 minutes because potentially I don't need to do a big boil. I just need enough to make enough bittering for the beer. So I've got my pot, it's a little 19 litre pot that I purchased from Big W, $20. Does the job. I've made 4 brews in it now, so I'm pretty happy with it. One day I'm going to upgrade. I will buy I'm going to get a Brewzilla 35 litre, which is an all-in one job. Basically you do the whole lot in one brew unit, and I can potentially do it in the garage and not have to stink the house out when I'm doing my beers in the house. So I've put my cans in some hot water just to soften the extract up, make it a bit easier to get it in the pot. Filled my pot up with water, and I overfilled it at the start. We had to tip some out because I didn't think about how much the extract's going to lift the level up. So we'll wait a bit, probably about 10 minutes, just for that to warm up a bit, and then we'll start putting everything in. Alright, so we've just put the first can in. I'm just going to demonstrate what you do. So I'm just going to open it up. Just got the can open here. that's what it kind of looks like. Just goopy yumminess. Pop that down there. I'm just going to pour it in. You see, it's just like thick, like golden syrup almost kind of consistency. I've got my spoon in there, just with the first lot in there already. We'll just get as much as we can of it out. That's why it's really handy to warm it up first, because you just get more of it out of the can then. Just pour it out. It can get quite messy, so you just be careful. You don't get it all over the shop because it's just sticky as. Just think of honey and like, oh, it's pretty much like golden syrup. I couldn't really describe it any better than that. Real thick. Some people will stick a bit of hot water in there and try and wash some of it out. I'm not fussed, to be perfectly honest. As long as you get most of it out, it should be fine. That small amount that you don't get out is really not going to make much of a difference. Right, so we're going to add the malt, the light dry malt as well. Jesus, like no air in the packet. Got nothing in there. It's going to be interesting opening it. Oh, we're getting there. This stuff will coagulate from the heat. It'll get on the edges, so just gotta find some scissors. Looks like we're opening it up with a knife. Alright. Wish me luck. Oh, there we go. One side open. There we go. So really fine, can't really show you, really fine powder. Alright, so we're just going to tip that straight in. That'll just soak in. I don't know if you can see that on the edge. It's kind of like crystallized on the edges. It's not too bad. It actually didn't go too badly. Just put that in there. Alright, so stir it in. It clumps up a bit, the old light dry malt, but that's alright. The clumps will eventually dissolve, especially once you get into a boil. Very sticky. Just gotta get this off here. Alright, and look at that. That's. I'll just quickly grab the camera in a second and show you. This is a real easy way to get your it all happening. So there's the wort mixture with all the fermentables mixed up in there. You see it's a nice colour. So we're going to put the gas back on in a sec, and I'm going to get this to a boil and then start doing the hop additions. Okay, we're almost there. And you see it's almost at the boil. You got all the proteins all forming on the top. But yeah, we're not far off. Took forever, but I realised that I normally have like 65-degree mash. I'm not boiling from cold water, so yeah, makes sense why it's taking so long to get to the boil. Alright, so we've got our 30-minute addition, 15 grams. Of each, Summer and Enigma. Then a 10-minute edition, only 5 of each. So a total of 10 grams at 10 minutes left of the boil. And then I got 20 grams here. So 10 grams of each at flame out. So just changing it up a bit. I normally only do a one bittering edition and then a flame out edition. I thought I'd chuck one in the middle somewhere and see how that goes. Never know, it could make a difference. Might change the aromas a bit. We're coming on close to the boil now. I've never seen this stuff floating around before. That's different. That might be something to do with the light dry malt, I'd say. No idea what's going on there, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm not worried. Alright, we're on boil. I think we've got a nice rolling boil now. So we're just going to add our first edition of hops. This will go for the 30 minutes. And whoa, getting a bit crazy now. Whoa. I might just leave that spoon in there. Oh, Jesus. That's right, a bit of hot matter won't hurt it. First edition done. Alright, so we're going to add our 10-minute edition, so last 10 minutes of the boil. Just going to pop the lid off. As you can see, it's got a good rolling boil. Grab our hops, and in we go. Boom! You can see it just goes crazy once you put the hops in. We'll just chuck the lid back on so we keep that rolling boil happening, and off we go. Alright, so it's now time for our flame out, so I'm just going to turn the heat off. Flame is out. I'm just going to swap hands here and make it a bit easier for myself, and we're just going to add our aroma addition. Alright, that's it. So we just wait 10 minutes while that beautiful flavour just goes out into it and it smells good. Alright, so this is how I'm getting around the whole no chill situation. I'm going to whack about 7.5 kilos of ice straight into the fermenting vessel and then pour the steaming hot wort straight over the top of it. So if there's any bacteria or anything on the ice, should potentially kill it. I can't imagine there'd be too much. It is pure water. I've done it before and it's never ruined any other beers that I've made in the past. So yeah, that's how we're going to get it to temperature so I can pitch my yeast. We've got about probably 2-3 minutes left of the aromaing and we'll start chucking it in the vessel. Alright, so here we go. Got our yeast. US-05. Just gonna give it a bit of a spray. Kill any bacterias on it. We'll just cut the. Probably should sanitize them too, eh? Alright. Alright, we're off. Just gonna pop you down for a second. We'll just sprinkle this nicely on top. And obviously that will just soak in. Get out. Airlock's in. Just pop our little cap on top. Just makes it quieter, a bit quieter. We're pitched at, oops, finger in there, 22 degrees. I'm pretty happy with that. It says on the packet. Oh, so that's in some other language. It says there 11.5 grams to 20 to 30 litres. Temperature range between 12 and 25. Ideally 15 to 22. So I'm probably happy that it pitched at 22 degrees. So the yeast is not going to be too stressed out to start off with. I'll see you when I taste it.